Hey everybody, Rodamon here. Thanks for tuning in to episode 36 of Kenshi Birth of a Hive. So, between these episodes, I did a little bit of a game import for the purpose of being able to rename this Hive recruit. And then additionally, I'm going to try to rename Longstoat as well. So Longstoat, I'm going to throw you into your own squad. I am going to put you on passive, which you already are. I'm going to actually have you ditch the backpack, and you are going to start to run towards me, towards the rest of the group. Let's see. Ferris, Meat Pants, Snowy, Crab. Who could use this backpack? Jay could. Okay. That'll work. So I did a little bit of an import so that we might be able to add in some plastic surgeons into this city here. Oh, and wow, the first NPC I mouse over is a plastic surgeon. So this Hive recruit is getting a name. Your name is going to be Louis. There you go. You're the soldier that you always wanted to be, Louis. One thing that you have to be careful of is, you know how we just bought 2 ancient science books from this city? Doing the import will refresh those. That might sound like a good thing, but ancient science books and some other research artifacts like AI cores are supposed to be incredibly rare and hard to obtain. And if you do a whole lot of importing, you can actually kind of ruin the game for yourself, because you'll be able to obtain a lot more technology than you probably want to have. So now I have Longstoat trying to make a run all by his lonesome over to the World's End to get renamed. Not a task I am envious of. This is a brutal run, but one he's undertaking. Now, one thing I wanted to do back home is to, let's see, I want to pretty much shed all of the non-hiver based armor from my group. Not entirely, not completely, because some people, like Talon, who's a martial artist, might require it. Might require some specialty armor, but for the most part, for everyone else, I want to get rid of all the hiver based, or the non-hiver based armor. So as everyone is, all the other squads, or rather, Longstoat and the Hands of the Queen, or the Swarm, are being moved around. That is what I'm going to do. So here we go. I'm going to have Silvershade pick up particularly good armor. I do rely on him a lot, so let's give him Specialist Light and Specialist Vest. Resnick is making some more. Alright, so Snowy, what I want you to do is to man the clothing bench. So another thing is, we don't have pants, and we've been the no pants clan for a while now. Let's go ahead and make some pants. So Silvershade is all set up with armor. Green is probably our other really important defender here in this group. So I'm going to put his mask away. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I am going to wipe the faction uniform off of those masks by throwing them into my armor box and then having him put them back. But I'm going to have him... Oh, he has a shoddy... No, I'm going to get rid of this shoddy grade. He can do better than that. So again, specialist armor here. I don't think I have another specialist shirt. No, I don't. But I will give him a high quality one. And then, like I said, I want to get rid of the faction. Oh, it's part of it's a faction uniform, so there's no way to really make it not stolen. But that's fine. I don't really care if the Swamp Ninjas are bothered by the fact that I have helmets from their faction. I don't want bolts anymore. So, Boro, you are going to finish off that one bolt and then be done. And then on everybody else here, one at a time. What I'm going to do is sort of have them ditch all their non-hiver based stuff. That does mean that some people are going to be naked for a bit, but eventually we're going to have everyone set up with the arms and armor that I feel like they should have, not, you know, not the silly junk that I've been collecting. Talon is a little bit different. Okay, Cookie, when you have nothing to do, go sit over here. Talon's a little different because he's a martial artist, and he won't look like a hiver necessarily because of that martial arts. So I'm going to give him ninja rags. I'm going to take off the gi because he's really not supposed to have a gi, and give him maybe something better than that shoddy vest. Give him this vest to protect him. All right, Jay. You tend to be running around like crazy. I'm going to give you a lot of armor. I'm going to armor you up like mad. And also it looks like you have a rusty Naginata. I'm going to give you a nice one. In fact, Crab... Okay, I already queued up the Naginata Katana. Nice. And in fact, this old rusty one, let's just toss that into the incinerator. Ferris... Jay, yeah, all in hiver-based stuff. Ferris, your turn. And I'm just going to go from sort of left to right here. So Ferris is all set. Meat Pants. Actually, no, Meat Pants, you're kind of a farmer. Pillar. I'll eventually get even my farmers well-equipped. But for now, I have to sort of focus on people that are going to be in combat. We are getting targeted, though. So I got to keep an eye on that. With my main crew. It's probably a skimmer or something like that, but I'll tab over in a second. Okay, Alboro. I'm gonna give you a mast helmet and this shirt. Alright, and I think at this point... Okay, Alboro, let's take the heart protector, because we can melt that down. Take the mast helmet, we can melt that down as well. And that weird helmet that I made, the one-off. Melt these down. Okay, what is targeting me? Holy Nation or skimmers? Holy Nation. Okay, it's very, very important to continue to keep running. I'm really not interested in being attacked by the Holy Nation. Because there's a lot of them. I'm going to keep running into patrols. So what I'm going to do is actually bushwhack off the road here. Making sure that the people that are way behind don't get hit. I am somewhat in the northern Holy Nation territory, and I gotta be careful about that. Yeah, there's even more patrols. One of these patrols would be very difficult for this group to take on. 3 patrols would be certain death for just about everyone. Just to put that in perspective. So it's important that I run. As you can see, Mohammed and Nave and Louis, the new guys, are really not outpacing the Holy Nation that are on their tail. And hopefully those Holy Nation won't get free swipes or anything like that. I should have gone more east into this. Oh, Nave, just exactly what I was fearing would happen, did happen. He just got hamstrung real bad. So here's what I'm going to do. Oh, yep, both legs are out now. Queen, hand your armor off to Thorns. And then Queen, run back to Knave. Knave is going to need a full-on rescue, I think. Everybody else, I'm going to set on passive and have them keep running straight east away. Queen is used to these kind of daring rescue attempts. She's done them before. So I just need to ditch the paladins that are on me. So the issue is, sometimes even when you're at the same speed... Oh, Knave, just stay down. sometimes when you're in the same speed, they can... who's attacking the paladin? Oh, never mind. It's Knave that's still fighting. They can get hits on. And still hit you anyway. Quit fighting, dude. Alright, Queen got him. Had to get a little hit, but we'll get him out of this bad situation, and then we'll patch everybody back up. Because Mohammed's also bleeding a little bit as well. Now, we're starting to run into skimmers. That's good. Because that means less paladins, and, you know, we might be able to ditch some of these enemies that are haranguing us. So let's keep on coming. That was close. I think a lot of the times I make a lot of really, really close calls look easy. They're not necessarily easy. I was honestly somewhat close to losing Knave. In fact, I have no idea how he even has the leg that he has. Yeah, he really should be missing that leg. I have no idea how it wasn't stabbed for a cutting blow and dismembered. But we'll just carry him. I don't he's not going to be walking for a while, and because he's the only one that's seriously hurt, I'm not going to stop to have one person heal. That's probably not a very good use of my time. Now, as you can see here, plenty of more holy molies around and manhunters. We are sort of on the border of United Cities and Holy Nations, so I'm going to be running into both sides of the patrols. And that's true of everything along this line. Bast is more of a war zone, but this Skimland Sands, not so much in the south. They don't really fight in the south as much, but definitely up north they are wicked to one another. Whole group of skimmers. Oh, yep. Okay. Queen just got knocked out, so let's fight for real. No more hold, passive, or block. I think we're going to have to take 5 and camp at this point. Because this group of skimmers we can handle, but yeah, now we're definitely not able to run top speed. So permanent injuries from this... None, I think. Alright, buildings. Let's go do this. A little shack. And then confirm that. Camping. $15 ought to be enough, I hope. So thorns. Kick 15 out. Louis. First thing you're going to do, Louis, is pick up Queen and put her in a bed. Now, some of these scammers are not dead. They're just unconscious. So, alright, Hella, you grab these bags. Yeah, as you can see, they're getting back up. I should just loot them for their stuff, and I will do that in just a second. And that way, we finish them off. I kind of don't mind the extra fight, the extra fighting experience, but with a downed queen, it's a little dangerous to do. So, all right. So here we go. Frenchie. Let's start to go through these. And we will dump the stuff on thorns. Now we can definitely take out groups of skimmers now. That's good to know. I kind of already knew that. This was not, like, I didn't stop thinking that this was going to be the end. I mean, why would I do that? But everybody is going to need a fair bit of healing up. And it's not exactly the most safe area. We are still, of course, surrounded by skimmers, but hey, at least we have food. Quite a lot of food, in fact. Yummy, yummy skimmer meat. Alright, healing up. Oh, Queen's back up, but you should rest. Knave is gonna need some, someone to put him into a bed. Not everyone fared poorly in that fight. Ray, you look like you're limping. Alright. And now that we have this, like, temporarily designated home zone, we could just pick up camp beds and use them. Makes it healing a lot easier. So now we can go through all the people that are currently standing, and anyone that's harmed can be thrown into rest. Like, Beep is pretty beat up. That's pretty much a perfect amount of beds that I needed. So everyone else that's on their feet is sort of healthy enough. Right, another thing I want to do is let's have a little bit of cook-off. Ooh, and I like the glow. So, Hella, you are going to be our temporary chef of the evening. And let's zoom out and appreciate this little camp. Caravan visit on the way to my outpost. Okay, I think that's for probably animals. Let's see. Red Rain, I could have you heal up a bit. That will take mere seconds. Queen's almost all the way healed up. Chez, you're good. Pick up thorns. And now when anyone's fully healed, I can just have them exit the bed, and then I know I can dismantle beds. I do see these skimmers out on the horizon. Don't worry, it's not like a horror film where I'm unaware of my surroundings. I will address them appropriately if they get any closer. But for right now, I'm just trying to streamline the resting process, and then we will queue up all of our food to be picked back up and leave no trace, except for the, you know, the excessive amount of dead skimmers. They don't count, right? All right, learn my lesson not to dismantle a bed underneath a sleeping animal, as it totally bugs out that animal. All right, Thor's good. Queen's definitely healed. Knave is... Wow, Knave, you healed up quick. I guess I did have that mod running, right? Queenie. Now that no one needs rescue, let's have you wear your armor again. You got knocked out quite quickly. Now, I don't like risking her, so I try not to get her to fight. I think it would be... Oh, one of these sleeping bags looked like it bugged out. It would be a good idea, however, to get her to fight carefully. Something like fighting hungry bandits or something like that. In a very controlled environment, so that she has really no risk of death, but it does make her tougher, so that she's less likely to die in the future. That is something that I could do probably a ways into the future. Alright, so I'm going to be out one sleeping bag because it bugged out and it's underneath the sand or something. That sometimes happens. But one sleeping bag's easy to replace. At least it's not happening to all of them. And we've got skims right on the horizon here, so I'm going to pull up camp real quick. all those raw meats are cooking now. Queen, let's have you trade those bags over. I don't want to get waylaid too long. I do want to get to where I want to go, right? So the idea was to rest up a little bit, but I want to keep moving. Skimmers seem to have the perception of blind as a bat, right? Something like that. Yeah, we are all good and set, and we're going to keep running on the road. Longstoat, you are aimless, so you are ready to make more of a run. What a treacherous run he's doing. If Keeper's even so much as flashes, I will check on him. And then additionally, we ought to at this point have pants for a lot of people, right? Because I've been crafting up cargo pants. I hope, yes, we do have a lot of pants. Now, they're not armored, but I don't really have the materials to make armored pants yet. So, once we have the materials to make armored pants, I, of course, will hook everyone up with armored pants. Resnick, there is Hive Soldier Plate here. Let's get you some Hive Soldier Plate. There we go. And maybe ditch your vest that you don't need. Silver Shade is running over. Okay, a bunch of people running over. Jay. Now, the pants I want to put on are the pants I make, crafted by Snowy. Out of pride. It's pretty clear it's out of pride. Because these pants have no stats. But I'd rather have hivers using, hivers wearing the clothing that other hivers make. It's just, this might not be always true. Oh, you have armored pants. So don't sweat this one. No, it's Cookie, Talon, Jay, Ferris. You don't even have to run very far. Meat Pants. Sorry, Meat Pants, you're not actually getting a pair of meat pants. I know, sad, right? But maybe sometime in the future. Alright, these were also crafted by Snowy. So we have one more crafted by Snowy in this box. So Oboro, that would be you. Alright, in this box, no more crafted by Snowy, I don't think. And that's a crummy vest. Nothing crafted by Snowy over there. This helmet could be used, and these vests could be used. And that's it. So the helmet, let's throw that on Skith. Or actually, no, sorry, Skith. Let's throw that on someone that's going to see action. Pillar. Give you the Ronin helmet. Skith, what I want you to do is ditch your armor, because it's smeltable. And then ditch your helmet, and wear one of these shirts. Angel, same for you. Alright, swarms being targeted. Big time. So, I will continue this later. Oh boy, that is a swarm of them. Let's keep moving. Into the Black Desert. Oh, they're having some big old war. No, what? They just lost interest lickety-split. I don't know what that was about. But, alright, cool. They're like, no, he's gone running. That patrol was about as effective as the TSA. Zing! The humans won't usually follow you into this Black Desert because... See that rain coming down? It's acid rain. You need special clothing like this sleeveless dust coat, which protects 60% from rain. From acid, rather. to be able to venture in here. And Holy Nation, I don't believe by default wears stuff that's particularly protective from acid. So if they came in here, they would slowly melt to death. Think either Terminator or Wicked Witch of the West, whichever reference you like more. But yeah, that's exactly what it would look like, especially if they started swimming. So if I wanted to get away from like a big old human patrol, I could just hop in the water and swim around. I'm a hiver. Don't hurt me none. But if a human did that, oh boy, they would just immediately melt. It'd be pretty brutal. Pretty brutal way to die, I think. Melting in a pit of acid. So here we are. We are exactly where I want to be. I just need to swim on over. This is the Scrap House. It is probably the most technologically advanced vendor on the map, for the most part. It focuses more on weapons. There is a specialty armor smith that exists. The difference, of course, is that homemade armor is just about the best. The top quality homemade armor rivals that of anything you can store buy, whereas the top quality homemade... Oof, what is happening here? Oh boy. There's an iron spider here, and it's ripping me up good. What I was going to say is the top quality homemade weapons don't rival that of the top quality homemade armor. So, yes. Okay. Kill it. There we go. That took me by surprise. I was not expecting to get super jumped by a iron spider literally right underneath the scrap house. Usually their guards manage to do a little bit of guarding. But apparently not today, as I got totally ripped up. That's okay. We are now somewhere safe. There's a bunch of the guardians here. Louis almost lost an arm, though. But we had Ron Thorns and Red Rain out front ready to tank. So the reason I'm here is for big technology. As I was saying, this is the most technologically advanced. So let me go talk to Quinn over here. Queen and Quinn having a conversation. So as you can see, Edge 2 is better than what you could ever make. It's expensive. I mean, this thing's literally buys for $47,000. But I could never, with my weaponsmiths, make something that good. The crossbows, the Masterwork is the top tier crossbow. So here's an Eagle's Cross Masterwork crossbow. That is the best possible crossbow in the entire game. Vanilla Kenshi, of course. Sometimes mods add in weapons that are imbalanced. I can make that myself eventually when I skill up enough. But for weapons, you have Edge 2 and Edge 3 stuff that I could never make. And then there's also something called manufactured. So here in the bottom right of this sort of thing, it says manufactured by Edgewalkers. That means it does a little bit extra cutting damage. Some are manufactured by skeleton smiths. Each type of smith does something else. So I think the Captain Scrapmasters have weapons that do extra blunt damage. And I could be getting that wrong, but basically each type of manufacturer has some sort of specialty. But that's actually not why I'm here. I'm here to sell them my animal claws. No, I'm joking. I'm not here to sell animal claws. I am here to buy high technology. So they've got these AI cores. AI cores are the rarest, absolute rarest research item in the game. And this place actually stocks them, which is madness. So I'm going to buy 3, because I'm wealthy for the moment. And then I'm going to buy all their ancient science books. So now I'm poor. I'm super poor. Look down there. Super poor. There's also this map of the Ashlands. I am not going to be in the Ashlands anytime soon, so I'm not going to buy that map. They also have super rare blueprints here. Now, this is not the only place that has really good blueprints. I would say the Scrap House is not known for their blueprints. They're known for their technology and their weapons. If you're looking for blueprints, you ought to go... I don't want to spoil anything, but you ought to go this way. That's there's a city with a library called the Great Library, not to spoil anything, but they have a lot more blueprints than the Scrap House. The Scrap House has some pretty cool weapon ones. And then if you take a look at the city around here, let's hop into the bar. We do have beds up top, so I might use them to heal up. But it's not a typical bar. Ooh, we actually have a hiver in here. But, yeah, these bars won't sell you food. They will sell you electrical components because they don't. Their average clientele is not not human, not organic. So what I'm going to do is use their beds because I'll heal up real fast, and just anyone that is particularly injured, I'm going to toss into bed. Red Rain and Thorns, I think is fine. So it's just Louis and Ron. Because the rented beds are very, very fast at healing you now. At this point... Wow, Longstoat, you're doing a good job. How close... Let's get into World's End. He managed to evade everybody. He's very fast, but the issue is maybe I wouldn't notice him being attacked and he would just get crushed. But nope, he managed. Alright, back to what I was doing over here. Setting my armors up while I wait for them to heal. So, Mr. Crab, you are going to ditch your armor. These pants could be reused. And then you are going to wear this vest. I don't know. And these pants. Alright, Resnick has pants manufactured by Snowy. Snowy actually doesn't have pants that she herself made. That's kind of funny. But let's ditch the rags. Alright, Angel needs snowy pants, as does Skith. And eventually I'll probably have plated... Oh, that wasn't... Yeah, these are made by Snowy. I'll have plated drifters and stuff like that. Eventually everyone will have armored pants and not these, like, not armored pants. In fact, Silvershade, because you seem to be clutch or kick, right? You seem to be clutch. I'm going to give you a full set of armor here, so that, not a helmet, but if something was to happen, you're more likely to keep your head. Alright, so Geyser and Heresy have stolen pants. Let's clean those stole tags, because I don't care for it. All I gotta do is put it in a box, and then all of a sudden it's not stolen anymore. Yay! Alright, I do believe everybody has snowy pants at this point. Now, there is, of course, Longstoat, who does not. And then anyone in the swarm that isn't wearing armor won't have snowy pants either, so... I can manufacture a few more of those. In fact, it doesn't really hurt. What this is... Is this armor smithing still? Maybe it's not. No, it is. It's just barely armor smithing. Let's see. What else did I want to do? Resnick. You should still be leather crafting. But it says you're out of leather. But there's leather right here. So, I disagree. You're not out of leather. Louis is almost fully healed up. You know what? I'm actually going to throw the bone dogs into bed. Because, I've got 2 rented beds, and, I do rely very, very heavily on the bone dogs. So Ron, hop on out. I don't know if I was running a B&B, I'm not exactly sure that I would want bone dogs to be thrown into beds, but whatever. I paid for it, so I could do what I want. Alright, and they heal up so quickly, it's ridiculous. They're already pretty much fully healed. As you can see, their numbers are flying up. Now, the blood recovery is a little bit different. The hivers actually have a natural, really good slow bleed out compared to other species. They don't have a lot of blood, as you can see, like 55, but they bleed out, as you can see, racial bleed out rate multiplier 0.1 for queen, and then 0.3 for most of the others. So they don't have a lot of blood, but they bleed out really, really, really slowly. So if you are a hiver and you get hit and you're bleeding, you don't bleed very quick. You bleed very, very slowly. So it gives me some extra wiggle room if I have critically wounded people. Whoa, walking right through metal there. Fancy. I didn't know I could do that. Alright, there's definitely some live spiders, or whatever, active spiders. I guess they're not really living around here that I gotta be careful of. Now, with all of this wonderful tech, I do want to bring this home immediately, and then I'm going to redeploy. Then I'm going to send everyone back out. Longstoat, you probably at this rate are in World's End. Oh, no, you're just close to World's End. Let's get you in. Says you're aimless. I think he's stuck. In the future, maybe I already said this, but in the future I think I'm only going to recruit people that that I already have someone waiting for on my list of supporters, and that way I don't have to make these crazy runs, because it's not safe, that's for sure. All right. It's also possible I find some headhunters here that might be able to send more recruits to the base. Oh, who are you? I don't know who you are. A white dot there. Alright, so here I am in Shem. I'm going to swing south to the border zone and then head west, trying to avoid the core of the Holy Nation. I don't really want to tangle with them. They're not friendly. They suck. Welcome, friend. Longstoat, you're not that hungry. That's another advantage of the hivers. They don't get hungry. Here's my plastic surgeon. Right, I need a facelift. Dignus. Welcome, Dignus, to the crew. Newly minted name. Hopefully I can get you home without, you know, getting slaughtered. Before I go, Mr. Dignus, I'm going to take a look around, see if I can find a recruiting headhunter. Because if I could send one to the base, that'd be great. Wow, your name is Lungrot and Slowline. You guys have pretty weird names. I kind of love the Kenshi names, though. As weird as they are. I find them very nice that they have all these strange names. Alright, so Merc Captains. I wish the headhunters stood out. I wish they had, like, obvious clothing, because like the shinobi, the ninja guard are all always very obvious. Your name is Nutto? That's a name that does not translate well. It's like someone I know that was named Shathid. You can probably imagine how that was spelled. Yes. No headhunters so far. It's also possible headhunters are in the... Oh, here we go. Headhunter. Alright, so I only have enough money for one headhunter. Or one recruit. But that's fine. The swarm did flash for a moment that they were being targeted. And it's beak things. Oh, beautiful beak things. At the moment, I feel like I have enough food. I have so much of this rotten, foul meat. I really have no interest in tangling with a big thing, because I really don't even have space to do anything with their own leathers and meats. I mean, I have space. My guys do have backpack space and stuff like that, but I don't really have the desire to tangle with big things. What are you? You guys are hungry bandits? Let's go be jerks. I mean, they're going to be jerks to me, so let's just be jerks back. Hello, friends. It's time to get mowed over. Yep. Be careful who you pick on. So that's 2 new hivers with names. The Dignus here, I'm going to do my absolute best to keep him alive, but he is very much on his own, running home. I do have him in his own squad, so if he gets into danger, it starts flashing, but it doesn't always give you enough time to really react. Alright, we are in the border zone. I don't really need to worry about enemies around here. I am the king of the border zone. Yes. Let's start running home with Louis. This is another good athletics exercise. I know I've just been mostly running this episode and not a whole lot of combat. We killed some skimmers and we killed some hungry bandits. It wasn't much. I did escape the grasp of paladins, so I did do that much. But this excursion was mostly about technology. And now that I'm bankrupt, I might as well head back home, resupply my trade caravan, and then redeploy on another adventure. That is the plan. Alright, Louis, you're... Oh, Dignus needs our help. So, Louis, you're faster than Knave now, so let's follow Knave instead. You know what? I do feel a little bad about not having any adventures, so I'm gonna venture away and go adventure. But who'd you piss off? Whose grave did you pee on? Some scrawny cannibals. Cute. They're slow. I am in cannibal country. I don't even know why I had to ask that question. But Dig here is 25 miles an hour runner, so those little scrawners not gonna be able to catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. Alright, so see this little unknown tower? I decided that that I'll head there instead. Hello, paused game. I'm jumping between zones a little bit too much. And it's definitely lagging me up. There we go. So I'm broke, and realizing that I need to make some money, I've decided to go venture towards that unknown tower. So how about that? Maybe some of you knew what was in that tower and was hoping I was heading that way. Well, your wish was heard by me. How's that sound? So we've already cleared out the bandit king out of the bandit tower. But this little unknown tower has its own inhabitants that wreak havoc on the locals. I'll put it that way. They're also somewhat bandits. It's not necessarily the easiest fight, especially when I'm micromanaging Dig over here, making sure that he doesn't fall victim to cannibals. But I would say the priority is 20. The 20 people I have here. So here, take a look. Oh, you are standing right outside. See this bounty? That's some money right there. That's some real money. So the danger here is, of course, these are the black dragon ninjas. They're not necessarily the easiest to kill. And then the other problem, of course, is they have a bunch of harpoons on the roof. So either I can storm into the tower, but storming into the tower is particularly bad for this group because I have a lot of weapons that are way better to be used outdoors. Or I could try to lure them out, which I'd much, much rather play that attempt. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm lining up my crossbow people and my heavy tanks, the people that can take a big hit. Beeper, being quite well armored with a mast helmet, so he can't get shot in the face very easily, is going to go roll over here and attack Dimac. Everybody hold. And see, oh, he is, nope, not taking fully the bait. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you tried to slash me. I saw that. Come on. I'm trying to micromanage them to start firing. You've got ammo, right? Yeah, you got ammo. Okay, you don't need jobs on, though. So 1, 2, 3 over here. 1, 2. Well, we'll have... Beep's been luring, so I'm going to have Beep continue to lure. Oof, that was a tough hit. Alright, Beepy is going to back up. Now this will... Ooh, wow, that was brutal. We just stomach. So their leader, or one of their two leaders, they have two leaders here, has diplomatic status, meaning that if you knock him out, pisses them all off. So Queen, what you're going to do is... Actually, minus. No, I changed the amount of armor that everyone has, so I don't really have anyone that can carry anyone easily at this moment. Hella has the most carry weight. So Hella, let's first loot him. He's got a Mato Ninja Blade. Yes, that's right. He was one of them Mato wearers. I'm not going to execute him, but I am 100% going to kidnap him. And I'm going to regroup. I did get hurt a little bit, but that's one of the... Oh, Frenchie just got harpooned. So I am within harpoon distance. That's good. Very, very good to know. It's very dangerous for me to stay around harpoon areas, because if I get hit in the head with someone that doesn't have a helmet, it's a very, very, very bad situation. Harpoons hit for a lot of damage. So here's what I'll do. I will set up a camp bed. Only think I need 5 of them. And fake a little building here, as I've been doing. I might not be able to do it, actually. I can kind of do it. It doesn't allow you to build too close to other buildings, because there's sort of a dead zone of territory that you're not supposed to own. But because I didn't set up the building first, I have to manually build these. Caravan visit. Alright, Dig is being targeted by something. He's been waiting patiently at that spot there, so someone caught up to him. So I'll just have him run. Alright, Queen, pick up Frenchie. Let's patch this guy, because there's a bounty on his head, and I don't want the bounty going to waste. And then, of course, Hella, you've got this Ninja Blade. I'm going to give this to Queen. And then Queen's old Ninja Blade. Now, the issue, of course, is I'm not likely to use it, but it's sort of a celebratory item anyway. I'm not likely to use it only because I don't usually let anyone get close to Queen, but in a pinch, it might be useful for her to be able to defend herself. The next up, I want someone with a decent amount of armor, maybe Seiko or someone with a helmet, to try to antagonize these guys a little bit more into coming at me. Wherever that other ninja that came out went. They are... oh, yeah, there he is. He's just sitting there bleeding out. Alright, so Beep would be a great person because he's very well armored to head on out and try to mess with the ninjas. But Seiko, being a assassin in training, feels like he wants to try to sneak it. And with a helmet, he can take maybe a harpoon hit. Probably not, truth be told, but might be better than... Oh, this... Did you die? No, you just got unconscious from the bleeding. Now this tower is also filled with them. I don't really want anything of his. My stealth KO chance is super low. So they do have one other leader here who I'm sort of looking for. Oh, it's Boozin. He's right here. Alright. No more sneak. Run, run, run. I kicked the hive. I think the harpoons are either missing or not targeting me. Now this is pretty, I won't lie, pretty cheese way to lure Boozin to me is just to target him. Oh, bandit demands moving towards my outpost. That's where I am here. This is the outpost. That's funny. Whatever. Bandits can come and make demands. Here we go. We are now, I think, far enough away from the tower to not get harpooned. So I'm going to turn everybody onto full attack. Boozin here has another Meito weapon. And we will absolutely fight to rip up these guys. Here's Booz. Wow, he got really beat up. Yeah, that was one-sided if I've ever seen a one-sided fight. So Hela is holding one of them. Let's see. She's at 16 miles an hour holding that. Queen's going to pick up the other one. Boozy here does not have Meito blades. Actually, but he is a bounty. So Beep sees a survivor and thinks, hey, this is a good opportunity. I'm going to set everyone else on hold so they don't go running. Beep trying to put this dishonorable crawler out of his misery. Now, there's plenty of armor that I could salvage off these guys. But I think for right now, I'm just more worried about the bounties that I have and the wounds that I've incurred. So I'm going to heal up anyone that's hurt. I do have both bounties with me right now already, which is pretty good. Alright, Boozies. He's super unconscious and very much dying. So, Hela, how about you patch him up? And there's a 20k bounty on his head, too. And it's not worth much if he dies. Now, there's the rest of the tower that I could clear out. But, I have both bounties and I can always come back. There's also... This is a group of bandits that is coming to make demands on this camp. Which is so funny to me that I've been here for, like, mere moments. Dig. How close are you to home? Actually, you might be home. Hold on, let me check. No, you're not home yet. How'd you come in from that angle? That is confusing. He's south of where he used to be. As long as he's alive. That's fine. Queen's in combat with something? I don't know, actually, what she's in combat with. This dude's playing dead. So yeah, I would say I'm going to probably break camp and leave and turn these bounties over. And I can always come back to loot the rest of the tower if I am so inclined. There is a lot of these little ninja groups, they don't have a lot of wealth up in their towers. I'm not saying it's worthless. Certainly there would be a few thousand, but nothing compared. My guess is nothing compared to the bounty itself. The bounty itself is probably the vast majority of the wealth. All right, Hollow and Frenchie still need a little bit of healing. I'm gonna let them heal up. I see you. Beep sees you. Beep does not take kindly to Cowards. Fight until the bloody last. Yep, that's what you get. Huh. What's targeting Queen? I don't know. She's shooting at something, though. I don't know. I have no idea. It's like when your dog's staring at something out the window and you're like, I have no idea what you're staring at, but clearly it's pissing you off. So Queen and Hela run at 16 with the encumbrance that they have. So that's just the speed at which we're gonna have to move to a police station. That's fine. I'll be slow. So let's have everyone follow Queen. Queen finally gets to be in the front. And we are going to run over to Squin. That's probably the closest friendly police station I got. And this outpost, quote-unquote, is abandoned. So I don't know what those bandits are going to... Don't know what their demands are going to be, but... Wait, what is... Oh, Bone Dog? Really? Did you want to be food? Because that's how to be food. Alright, saying Healy, let's go ahead and turn this Bone Dog into food. That was apparently a full wolf camp. Ah, okay. Don't trade her. Just... Oh, Queen, you got hurt. Got bit by a wolf on the chest or something. She's at 15 miles an hour. Why is she slower? That I do not know. Alright, so we're headed to Squin, closest police station, with 40k bounty. Hopefully making it there before the recruits make it to my base. Looks like Dig is home. Remembering, of course, we don't have a bridge right now because I imported and the bridge went kaput. But, Dig, welcome home. I'm going to put you next to Meat Pants because you both are our farmers, and I'm going to turn jobs back on for you. He had quite the harrowing journey, I gotta say. Not one I'm envious of, but hey, he survived. And, I think we're gonna walk past whatever bandits were making demands on my teeny little outpost. Maybe get to kill them as well. Once I load the zone. Silly bandits. That's a pretty good shot. Pretty good action shot right there. With the Bone Dogs and Queen in front holding a known bandit that has a bounty on his head. Alright, so these are the bandits that were going to make demands on me, I think. Well, guess what? I'm going to make demands on them. I'm still loading the zone. There we go. So I broke down my outpost and these bandits kind of bugged out. So I'm kind of doing them a mercy in a way. Where they don't know what to do. But Emissary Beep is... Alright, let's unhold, attack all. Come on, attack all. So this is what me versus Dust Bandits look like. What kind of demands they were going to make on my community, I have no idea. But as you might be able to discern, no chance that I would have to even listen to them. In fact, some of these guys straight up just died. Like this one. I chopped him in the chest so hard, I utterly destroyed his chest. Here's the war leader, who might have better armor than the rest of them. Yep, standard stuff. So I will move around some gear here to take his stuff. Thorns, yeah, Thorns his room. Come on, there's room for that item. Maybe this guy survives, I don't know. But either way, I'm going to disgrace him by stripping him. And then Louis, how about take his helmet, because I don't have room for anything else. I did need some ammo, so I'm taking their bowman bolts here. Yeah, these guys got utterly demolished. Well, that's what you get for messing with the queen and her hive. All right, onward we go. Bounties abound. Now that dust boss there did not have a bounty on his head, which is why I did not grab him to turn him in. Of course, if you have a bounty, it would look something like this. Oh, you know what? The Holy Nation wants these guys. Only the Holy Nation. Yeah, if only the Holy Nation wants them, I'm gonna just put them down. They have no... Yep, okay. Yep, forget it. Not the bounty I was looking for. Sorry. You guys can go. I'm gonna head to the hub to sell some stuff. Have fun with your lives, Boozin and Dimus, or whatever your name is. Dimek. I could still raid their tower, but if they're not wanted by the Shek, then there's no way I could ever turn them over to the... I mean, would have to... It'd be a little silly. Anyone that is wanted by the Holy Nation and only the Holy Nation is no enemy of mine, in my opinion. And, I'm sorry I didn't know that ahead of time. I really thought they would have been wanted by the Shek, but no, I was wrong. At least I checked, and I ditched them appropriately. Come on now. So we'll just head into the hub. We do have recruits coming to the base, so I'm going to go and sell all the little stuff I have, the little pieces of armor and trinkets and things. I don't have a lot to sell because we didn't do a whole lot. But hey, we knocked over the Tower of Ninjas and made enemies of people that we didn't even need to. Whatever. They were still hostile. They're still bandits. Some hub this is. I always find it funny, it's called the hub, but it has nothing. It's like totally empty. Oh, here's another headhunter. Show me what you got. Let's see here. We do have a helmet for you. Boots, pants, swords, teeth, leather, or skins rather. Now the thing is, they did have a Meito weapon, so I was likely to go attack them anyway. I am tasked with obtaining all Meito weapons, and, you know, they had one of them. So I don't feel bad about making a rather unnecessary enemy. But, I'm here for maybe a backpack for Louis. No, they only have the big ones. I, at the moment, don't need any of the big ones. Alright, guys. Well, that's about all the time I have for this episode. We have about run out of our hour here. But if you have any tips, tricks, feedback for me of any type, drop me a line. If you would like to see me adventure in one direction over another, and you think it's a reasonable goal for this hive, let me know. If you are a patron of mine and want something named after you and you haven't contacted me already, now would be a good time to do so. And I'll catch you all later. Thank you so very much for watching. Adios.